It's been 3 years since the Kia Telluride came onto the scene and quickly became one of the most popular three-row SUVs ever. Last year, 93,705 people purchased a Kia Telluride. Kia is now hoping to pass the 100,000 mark with the refreshed version making its debut at the New York Auto Show. My name is Omar and this is the 2023 Kia Telluride. Alright, so one of the biggest highlights for the new Telluride for 2023 is the addition of the X Line and X Pro trim levels. Now, we've already seen X Line and X Pro trims on the new Sorento and the new Sportage, but it's now making its way to the new Telluride for a more rugged personality. But first, let's talk about the 2023 model year changes on the outside. Kia has gotten rid of the orange daytime running lights, which I'm not sure was a great decision since it was one of the most popular and defining exterior characteristics of the Telluride. You now have a revised vertical headlamp design with standard LEDs and optional fog lights. And then the front is finished off with a more aggressive looking grille. It looks more 3D than the outgoing one. The other one was more just flush with the front, but this one is a more three-dimensional look to it. On the back, you have a slight change to the taillights, but it's barely noticeable. Kia says that there have been slight changes made to the rear design, but I don't really notice it at all. What I do notice is that the Telluride badge on the back has shrunk, but just a little bit. From the side, you have some touch-ups to the lower door trims and side sills, and you get new wheel designs for every trim for 2023. And then you also have 3 new colors to pick from, including Midnight Lake Blue, which I think looks awesome, Dawning Red, and Jungle Wood Green. Jungle Wood Green is a very interesting name for a color. But yeah, beyond that, there aren't any major changes to the already successful design of the Telluride. But yeah, I'm just kind of upset that those daytime running lights have now disappeared. I really like those. Now, if you go for the new X Line Telluride, you'll get a sharper looking grille design, bridge-type roof rails, body-colored door handles, exclusive 20-inch wheels that look really dope, and of course, you have some X-Line badges. The X-Line trim also increases your ground clearance by 0.4 inches, and you get better departure and approach angles, but keep in mind, that's for light off-roading. Don't try to go all Wrangler up in here. The X-Line will also give you a tow mode with shift logic and sway control in case you want to tow anything, and you get an upgraded traction control system. Now, if you go for the X Pro, you'll get 18-inch black wheels with 18-inch all-terrain Continental tires. You'll also get some X Pro badging, and the towing limit is increased from 5,000 pounds to 5,500 pounds. An extra 500 pounds makes you a pro. Oh, and then both of the X trims also give you downhill brake control. Hop inside the 2023 Kia Telluride, and the biggest highlight here is the new curved design for the 12.3-inch displays. One for the gauge cluster, one for the infotainment. It's very similar to what you saw on the Kia Carnival. Of course, you'll have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto connectivity as standard. Keep in mind though, like other Kias, you can only get wireless Apple CarPlay and wireless Android Auto on the regular infotainment. If you upgrade to the larger displays, you can only use wired smartphone connectivity, which I really don't understand. The digital gauge cluster display is optional on the higher trims of the Telluride. You still don't have a full screen map view, but it will do some cool animations as you circle through the drive modes, and it is very informative. The center 12.3-inch display, which is larger than the outgoing 10.3 inches, is pretty sharp. If you're familiar with Kia's infotainment system, then you will have no problem navigating around this at all. Speaking of navigating, navigation is optional. Of course, you still have sounds of nature like other Kia, Hyundai, and Genesis products. You still have quiet mode, and you still have passenger talk in case you want to yell at the passengers sitting in the third row since they're so far away and can't hear you that you need to yell at them through a microphone system and the speakers. I just find that very odd still. Now, other than that, Kia had to redesign the air vents in the center here to make way for this giant curved display, so they have gotten a little bit smaller. But yeah, the interior is pretty much the same for 2023. You have a new steering wheel design along with some new interior color options. By the way, a wireless charger is still optional. I don't know why we can't just get wireless charging as standard. Why is that such a big deal? Of course, if you go for the X Line and X Pro trims, that will give you some nice seat designs and exclusive color packages and X Line and X Pro logos embossed on the front seats. And if you want to be a little bit more pro than the other Tellurides, the X Pro trim will also give you a 110-volt inverter outlet in the cargo area, so that's pretty nice. So now you can camp out in your Telluride X Pro. But yeah, the interior of the Telluride is still very spacious and a very nice place to be. For 2023, it just gets a little bit better. You still have 42.4 inches of legroom in the second row, making this one of the more spacious second rows in this segment. And the best part is that you still have a very usable and very comfortable third row with a total of 31.4 inches of legroom. Unlike the new 2023 Palisade, the Kia Telluride doesn't get heated seats in the third row, which I don't know why. Cargo capacity wise for 2023, you continue on with a total of 21 cubic feet behind the second row, 46 cubic feet with the second row folded, and 87 cubic feet with all the rows folded down. So it's still very spacious. Now, what about performance? Any updates there? Nope, you're still working with a very capable 3.8 liter V6 that makes a total of 291 horsepower and 262 pound-feet of torque. You still have an 8-speed automatic transmission, which means this should still be able to go from 0 to 60 in 7 seconds flat. I really didn't expect Kia to make any changes to the powertrain, but to be honest, although I am surprised that they didn't offer a 4-cylinder turbo engine, but hey, who am I kidding? For an SUV that weighs over 4,300 pounds, you need that V6. Fuel economy should still come in at 19 miles per gallon city, 24 miles per gallon highway, although I am looking forward to a future where the Telluride becomes an electric SUV. And Kia, if you do have plans on making an electric Telluride, please have a base range of at least 350 miles to get around town, because not only will it be heavier, but you'll have your family in here, so you want a range that is at least acceptable. As for availability and pricing, the new Telluride should be arriving in dealerships later this year. You should still be looking at a starting price tag of around $33,000 with the top of the line SX trim starting around $43,000. So yeah, I'm happy with the slight updates made to the 2023 Telluride. I still expect this to be one of the most popular options in this segment. It is still definitely one of my favorite options when it comes to 3-row SUVs. And I have no doubt in my mind that Kia will pass the 100,000 sale mark within the next year or so. They actually sell more Kia Tellurides than they do the Hyundai Palisade. Let me know what you think about the 2023 Telluride in the comments below. Are you happy with the updates or did you want more? Thanks for watching. Make sure you stay tuned for some more New York Auto Show coverage. Make sure you hit like, make sure you hit subscribe. Help me get to that 100,000 subscriber mark. I'd really appreciate it. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Take care. Peace.
75% of Telluride buyers are new to Kia. They're amongst the youngest in the segment, and they're willing to pay as much as $3,000 more for Telluride than they would for a typical midsize SUV. So, we're expanding production of Telluride by 20% to build up to 120,000 units a year. And we're not stopping there. We're already making the best even better, earlier than usual in a vehicle's product cycle. Ladies and gentlemen, the new 2023 Kia Telluride.